for public union. It is a union of companies and organizations of not state form, state-owned companies or other organizations. They are associated members. However, we unite all in order to make a platform to connect all players in the maritime segment, or we would say waterborne, because it was not limited to the sea, the businesses only. We also want to develop together maritime economy, blue economy in Ukraine and in the region in cooperation with international partners. And we want to develop the ecosystem, the environment, which will help innovation development and growth of our businesses. These are our main, next slide please. These are our main prerequisites, how we started organization. This quite young organization, the cluster, they work together with our partners, the founders, the Center of Business Support, also present here. I see already Olga here in our meeting. The two organizations who participated in joining the community on informal discussions and then some formal meetings and then cluster initiative laid down. So in 18 and 19, we came to the conclusion that we need to found an organization. In August 2020, Public Union was founded as a legal entity. Now we have more than 30 members, and we are growing our membership just following the our activities. They grow now exponentially because we found a lot of synergy in doing things together. Already in the first year, together with partners, we have implemented a couple of grant projects, which were mostly aimed at our growth of our institutionalization, developing our strategy, thinking about 4.0 technologies and how they can boost our segment, and growing competences of the cluster members and the team. So UMC is now also have an agreement with the Ukrainian Association of Shipbuilders, Prom, which is an older and much more mature organization uniting the shipyards and their partners already for 30 years. So now we have reached an agreement to merge our membership and join our informational space to pursue activities together, because in this time staying together increases our chances for success. The focuses of 2022 are mostly for defense. We came up with the Mykolaiv Defense Cluster Initiative. It's an initiative where we explore opportunities, how companies, businesses can help Army in the defense of our city, and wider with volunteer tasks and with some supplies, with helping population in this difficult time. We managed to go through preparation of the documents, and I would like to thank Black Sea University Network once more for involving us, helping us to complete the necessary documents and become a consortium member together with Romanian, Bulgarian, Turkish and Georgian partners to be part of Project for Bees, a project called to grow blue businesses in Black Sea region. UMC also as an organization in the first days, as soon as the Ukrainian Cluster Alliance came together, became a member, supported this organization and regularly present and seek opportunities to work together with other big clusters of Ukraine, representing other industries. And we hope that this also gives us a good grounds to build communication with the authorities, with donors, and gain synergy in using the resources which are available to support Ukrainian businesses. We have other partnerships like with Greek-Canadian supercluster, but we started before the war, and we also continue our activities with the governments and intergovernments talks. So you can see some of the logos here of our members. They're divided into segments. Our segments are not equally represented yet, but as I mentioned, young organization, we will grow and work further. For example, to add sea and river ports as members, we are in contact now with the association representing these players, and hope also to conclude some agreements how to go further together. For example, in internationalization, like representing on the famous and popular exhibitions like SMM in Hamburg. Next slide, please. You can please visit our website, and there you can find more information about our member companies. Just be aware that the defense companies may have their websites blocked at the moment for security reasons. So one of the first members of our cluster and one of the big shipyards in Nikolaev is UKRAINIAN shipyard. So they are, you can find information about them on their website. They are one of important shipbuilders. They also pursue some seaport activities. They are ready to offer their services and offer cooperation. The construction itself may be difficult at the moment, but we would like to bring the opportunities for partly relocation, representing of the interest here in Romania. So more information can get in the other sessions. There will be also other activities later today. So I now very shortly represent the members and their main activities. Smart Maritime Group, freshly nationalized company because of their Russian ownership in the past. So they have two shipyards, one on the occupied territory of Kherson, which is a pity, and we're all looking forward to reoccupation. And the shipyard in Nikolaev, Timosky shipyard, they also suffer frequent shelling like all of our industrial enterprises, and also open for cooperation in future. Also, hopefully, we can represent them on the SMM. So we have smaller producers like Artel Marine, the group of companies designing, producing, and owning and the small vessels for river tourism, which is making Nikolaev more attracting. Before the war, it was playing its role, and after the war, I'm sure it will continue its activities to give tourists a very nice tour. So coastal tourism, one of the topic of 4B. So we hope for such companies who can design, produce, and operate vessels to show the beauties of south of Ukraine and Ukraine overall. One of our new members is the company Gulfstream Limited company, specialized now mostly on the boat building. They developed a nice range of small speedboats from interesting composite materials, and also they have some expertise in piping work. So there is a lot to explore as partners together for building, shipbuilding, and other services on board the vessel during construction in maritime and businesses. One of our important members of the cluster is state defense industry holding Ukroboronprom. Their companies belonging to this holding, and this is the design and research, Naval Design Research Center. They have a very long history of working for Navy. They have a lot of interesting concepts, and we hope that in these difficult times, some of the ideas and experience, which are already under discussion, can be translated into real cooperation and real power to defend the Black Sea coast and waters. And I know that the representatives also here. Please feel free later in the discussion to contact for concrete initiatives. Next slide, please. One of our players is Shipyard Palada, which is also already, we have some talks about cooperation with Romania, with the Romanian shipyards in Mongolia, and they are specialized on floating docks from reinforced concrete as a special niche. They're very successful in this. All their products are still afloat. And unfortunately, the shipyard is on occupied territories at the moment, but their team and their competences, say, secured, and we are looking for the ways to complete the commitments on the contracts and serve their clients together with Romanian partners. We have such companies as Cleaver in our naval subcluster. that is private company busy in defense sector. They are specializing on development of integrated systems for automation and also some weaponry. More precise information you can get from their website and from direct contact. Oksana is also the member of our supervisory board, the director of this company. So later in the discussion, we can establish direct contact. Of course, I'm happy to present MD, Maritime Engineering Mykolaiv, the Diamond engineering company in Ukraine. It is we are busy, we are a multi-service company working in engineering, ship engineering, but also providing other services of technical nature and digital economical nature to Diamond as a part of a corporation. So we also have our cooperation plans together with Diamond here in Romania, but we also open to cooperate with other players in Ukraine and in Romania. So our other important big engineering company working under the Dutch brand CJobs, Job Mykolaiv, also represented here on our meeting, specialized on in design and engineering in maritime and for offshore construction. They have also a young but have an ambitious team of engineers in Mykolaiv, also now relocated, what I have not mentioned as engineering company. They have a little better freedom during the war to relocate. It's not like shipyards who are connected to the land and to the water. They cannot quickly move, so we need to think about more complex schemes of cooperation, whereas engineering companies continue their work on the economic front. Most of our engineers are at work, although relocated in Ukraine and abroad, and pursue their activities to the satisfaction of the clients. All the contracts were done high quality and in time. Then our startup company, the young company Amica Digital, it is a part of quite old and mature Amica group companies. They are specialized on measurement solutions for liquid petroleum products and LPG. There is an interesting portfolio which you could find on their website in oil storage, in maritime, in nuclear power and chemical plants. So there is a lot of nice application of their system. So given the interest of corporate, and they also advancing a lot in digitalization and have very advanced solutions, leading solutions with working with big data collected from the sensors. So the intellectual systems, they have some good experience to share. You're welcome for cooperation with them. I also think they would represent here in this meeting. Our partner and one of the founders of Maritime Cluster, Mykolaiv Regional Business Support Center, they're also present on this meeting. They are a consortium partner in 4Bs. They have a great experience in projects to develop businesses in maritime, particularly in aquaculture, and in developing SMEs, building networks, pursue training activities. They're of course busy now with the humanitarian actions and provide the city with drinking water, with some supplies for the army. Also can say more, but they still also, irrespective of the difficulties of war, focused on developing maritime and the blue economy community in Ukraine and build strong cooperations along the Black Sea coast. Also have experience international contracts and will continue in consortium as consortium partner. I'm glad to represent also our Mykolaiv Regional Chamber of Commerce. You can find information about the activities. They're part, of course, of the Chamber of Commerce of Ukraine, and they work a lot nowadays on development plans for future economy, because the peace will come. We are sure of our victory, and then it would be nice to be prepared to know what kind of actions need to be taken, what kind of resources are needed, what the knowledge is there, money is there, and that has to be also communicated well with the government, with ministries, to have support to put our enterprises back to their normal and be even more efficient, productive, and profitable than they have been before. They're also a consortium member in for this associated partner. As I have mentioned, we are representing also here Association of Shipbuilders of Ukraine, the big organization with their 50 members. We are completing memorandum with our most closest intentions. Next step we will do together for our community. Also represented well in Kiev, in the capital. Also good connections with the ministries. We are looking forward to keep our governments informed about the needs of our industries, of the help which could support companies during the war and after the war reconstruction. So don't hesitate to contact our colleagues here also. The cradle of a lot of our specialists in maritime, the National University of Shipbuilding in Mykolaiv. You see the beautiful building which was recently damaged by the rocket. And but they are working hard now on enrolling the students to organize the study process to restore the rooms and make professors and lecturers safe with all information available to conduct high quality study process. Also not limited to bachelor's and master degrees, also continue work on science and research with PhD applicants. Also some of our colleagues apply right now this year, which hopefully we can pursue these activities to utilize all our experience gained from preparation. So we also have one of our first educational partners in the cluster is Polytechnical College of Mykolaiv. They also have been damaged by attack. They used to prepare a lot of shipbuilders for working and for middle management of the shipyards, and we hope they will continue the activities. Also, some donations are launched to help these members to restore their buildings. Next slide, please. Quick introduction of the governing bodies of our cluster. Artem Vashilenko is the chairman of the supervisory board, so that is a center of business support. I'm the executive director, and we have 4 board members. Why I mention this? Because it's not only faces and names, they represent different branches. Like Oksana, I mentioned the Naval Defense Cluster. Igor Lisitsky is employee of Ministry of Strategic Industries, IT, Infrastructure Department. Sergei Vokuy is the shipbuilder. Jan and in a couple of generations have expertise on all shipyards and workers and a lot of other production topics, also applicants for the PhD. And Alexander Yurchak of our Association of Industrial Automation of Ukraine, our board member, and also for this partner in the project. Next slide. I would not spend a lot of time on our usual strategic themes because we would like to support our businesses for export internalization, for developing labor market, innovation ecosystem growth, polarization of our industry, lobbying its interests with the governments, attracting investment. However, in the current days, next slide please, we are focusing more on okay, that we also can skip for now. You can find this information on our website. However, now we are joining our forces to help our military units, our partners, because they need to improve, to strengthen, increase capacity of the training for soldiers to go to use special equipment to go to the front. We also here have links on our website. You can see this picture. We call for help if somebody would like to donate even a bit for restoration of our university and college. And we're also working on the initiative Center of Social Initiatives in Uzhgorod, Western Ukraine, where we could relocate some engineers and their families, and that is led by our company, but we do it for the whole community. So we welcome other who have to want to live in security. So here we would offer a couple of minute movie about Mykolaiv. That is for most who are in Mykolaiv, they will recognize very well what the streets and the buildings, and for the others, just to share a little bit our pain for what we see happening in our native city.
So thank you very much, Dr. Zhukova, for this presentation. It's really sad. When we were kids, we heard about the war, about different horrors in this part of our countries and so on, but we were never thinking that something like that will